That's a great connection we have there. All right. Thank you all for coming out this very cold night. Of course, last night was really bad. It was single digits. I appreciate it. So, Ian, I guess we should start. And let's all first start by approving the minutes from the December 17th meeting. Do I have any comments on it? Otherwise, we can take a vote on approving it. Okay.
Okay.
Vote in favor. Raise your hands. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Jana and Bill, you were present, so you certainly were entitled to review it.
I also vote yes, Dan.
Yeah? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Good.
Thank you. Environmental Advisory Council reorganization, designation of chair. Since I made it this far to the meeting, I guess the Board of Commissioners still has me as chair.
You look good to us there. Great.
And does this need a formal vote of the council members? All right. Okay. Yeah, well, those who wish to have me continue for one more year as council chair, raise their hands. Nobody dissents? Okay, thank you. Sven, did you raise your arm, your hand? No?
Of course, I raised it.
Oh, you did? Okay, I wasn't looking at you. All right, well, thank you very much, folks. This is the time when I'm really excited. We have two new members. Bill, is it Gellis? Gellis. Bill Gellis and Anjana Vidyarn. Vidyarn, yes. Bill, tell us something about yourself, your interest in this group.
Yeah, so I'm an environmental lawyer. I'm also a Penn State Master Watershed Steward, and I think that this is the sort of organization that Penn State would like me to be involved in, and hopefully they could provide speakers and volunteers for projects.
Oh, wonderful.
With that.
As you know, Watershed, oh, Carol. Oh, great, we have a full group of people. Carol, you sit here. Bill will be right next to you. So Bill is an environmental lawyer and active in the watershed area, which is very relevant to what our board is getting involved in with road salt. And so,
Bill,
yes.
I have one question. We are, Bill? There we are. Okay, there we are.
Another alma mater. And Anjana, tell me about yourself and your interest here.
I got interested.
Speak into the mic. You have to put your mouth right up to it. And pull it towards you if you want.
I got interested in the activities and the outreach and education provided by the EAC, especially in native habitat restoration and encouraging biodiversity. And I am also actively following sustainable practices in my home and my yard, and I would like to participate more in education and outreach, and also in bringing more of resources into lectures and
Great.
the education provided by the EAC.
Wonderful. I have been to your home, and your front yard is testament to your devotion to biodiversity and especially perennials. And you're an expert at harvesting seed from perennials.
I am trying, yes.
Yes, and I'm sure the Radnor Library Seed Bank would love to have your participation in their efforts too. That's great, good.
Thank you.
All right, Bess, update team regarding applications for an EAC student representative for 2026.
Yes, so I would like to propose, and I would appreciate you all thinking about this, and we can, whether it's a vote or discussion, but I think we have approximately 7 applicants for EAC student representatives, and I think they all are very strong candidates, and I think we should consider having them all serve on the EAC in an associate member sort of capacity, which is, according to the We Can Serve website, is a way for various community members, whether it's students or various individuals with expertise in the sciences or related to the environment, that they can be associate members, and they do not have voting rights on the EAC, but they can serve and provide, whether it's feedback, participate in EAC events, as though they are on very much sort of this like advisory council type setup. So I'm just wondering if you all think that would work.
So how do you envision 7 applicants being associate members in terms of time on the council?
Well, if they attend meetings, we have enough seats. We can talk about that. But I think certainly there are activities like the native plant giveaway. There's the Salt Week that they could be involved in. There's plantings in the spring at the middle school and possibly the elementary schools.
Right.
So there are activities that they can certainly be involved in, and then participating and seeing how the EAC operates on a monthly basis, and then by way of emails.
Okay, so logistically, I count, is there 2 chairs there or just, yeah? There's 2 chairs there and 1, 2,
And then there's a whole section,
maybe 3 over there.
yeah.
So that's 4, certainly
So
4
what
places.
I mean, maybe also, though, with the Board of Health, we also have students that sit as like associate members or
Yeah.
junior, and they usually sit along this side. And they provide input, they sometimes do even different
okay, like a
presentations on
jury.
topics of their
Yeah.
interest.
So they
And they'll
could be
raise their
on
hand
this
and ask
side.
questions. Yeah, they're like observers.
Would you mind having them sit with you, Kathy?
Kathy's
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
That's six chairs between these 2 here and 4 down there.
And I would also add, like,
Or
as
down
sorry, go ahead,
there.
Dan. I think it would be a great opportunity to get the high schoolers involved in this. And also, like, perhaps there may be certain topics that they're most interested in or subject matters, like maybe environmental policy or
Right.
environmental education, where as we're
Right.
planning our goals for 26 and what we're going to be really focused in on, they can kind of be assigned to each of us, depending on what we're working on to help support.
Okay,
Yes.
that's a good idea.
Would there be any issue working with minors? Like, I know some institutions have the policies where we have to have some guidelines,
Like a clearance.
yeah, clearance sort of.
Well, I know in the schools, you
yeah.
do need to have clearances
Yeah,
to go
yeah.
into the schools, but outside of the school setting, I'm not, it's something worth looking into. Okay.
Certainly be nice to have, introduce myself online or ideally in person to the parents if we are to work with them and mentor them on a certain project. So, yeah, we should check that.
Okay.
I think what you're really referring to is a background check. That's really what
Yeah,
you're talking about, right?
that's what she's saying, but.
Yes, and also when we work, like what Dan mentioned, when we mentor with close interactions, there might be some guidelines in the township or.
I am unaware, but I would bet most likely Parks and Rec has them. And so, and people would have to go through, because they work with children,
Right.
a background check. So that's
Yeah.
a great idea, actually, for our own protection.
Right.
And so Parks and Rec are probably the people to speak with
Okay.
about that.
Okay, I can talk with Tammy.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll talk to Tammy about background checks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, one thing to also consider is that I don't think all 7 will most likely make every meeting. So I
Right.
think that's a benefit of having all of them join in. Right. I think that was one issue we had when we had just 1 or 2. It was, we often didn't see her, so.
Okay, so Bess, as usual, you're getting loaded with an action items.
Okay.
So you would invite them to the next meeting
Yeah.
in
can do that.
February? Okay. All right, thank you very much for, well, Bess didn't get a response from the high school, and then suddenly she put out a poster or an ad,
Yeah.
and suddenly the inbox lit up, so. All right, great. On that note, operating at the high school end, Margie Reinhardt, our former EAC chair, has offered to start an ecology environmental club at Radnor High School. She's asking for someone on the EAC to work with her until the club gets started. She would then take it from there with a nice partnership between the EAC and Radnor High School. So, at risk of asking Bess again. I
Sure,
would
I'd be happy to.
Suggest, well, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can help,
Sure.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I think that there is, I've seen several of the applicants have an environmental group on their resumes. It's called Green Point, and I don't know much about it. So we'll learn. This will be
Okay.
a process.
Okay, and get back to Margie.
Yeah. And then we'll get some.
All right, yeah, and John, and thank you. All right, announcements. We have one more Monday for our municipal yard waste collection truck to pick up your Christmas tree. So that's this coming Monday, January 26th. And it doesn't go to a landfill. It will be composted along with other yard waste. And it will end up in that wonderful Radnor mulch that we can pick up at the Fenimore Woods and over at the Willows. We're going to talk about Winter Salt Week later in the meeting, but this is an opportunity for those who want to learn more about road salt contamination of streams and groundwater to register for this meeting. I think there's live video streams, so it looks like they're at a specific time that you would be attending. So the URL is there for registering in the paper and electronic agenda. Ecological gardening, I got this email, I don't know, was that from you, Bess? From Margaret Roach. She's offering 3 winter classes on cultivars that actually are beneficial for pollinators and other biodiversity in your garden. And this would be a presentation on January 29th. There is a second talk by Rebecca McMacken, February 19th. You can do some, learn about research and consideration of what is a proper ecological landscape in your backyard that considers all forms of life forms, from the very lowly bacteria on up to the mighty birds of prey that inhabit our neighborhoods. So that would be a very interesting talk. The science behind leaving your leaves in the fall, letting them lie on the ground instead of picking them up. It's gotten to be very dear to my heart, this subject, because of our interest in banning gas leaf blowers. And this is an opportunity to learn from Max Ferlalto, March 19th, about improved garden maintenance practices, including leaving the leaves. Okay, and then Radnor Township Parks and Recreation has a Survivor Nature and Hiking Camp between June 15th and August 14th. You can register for this camp for campers 7 to 13 years old on the Radnor Township Parks and Rec webpage.
I was going to add something there, that this camp fills up very quickly.
Okay.
And it's very popular. My kids love it, so
Oh,
I highly
good.
recommend.
Okay, so sign up as soon as possible. Little Tykes Go on Hikes with Hiking Hound. That's an introduction to hiking for children 3 to 12 years old. There's a storybook hike on March 21st and a bingo hike. That'd be interesting. I wonder if they make money on April 18th. It's at Skunk Hollow Parks and Trails at the Willows. And lastly, Treats on the Trail with Hiking Hound. It looks like search out little snacks in the woods, maybe? I don't know. A guided outdoor adventure to spark curiosity and love of nature. That's during the winter, if you're thinking what to do with your child in the depths of winter, January 24th and February 28th. Again, this would be at Skunk Hollow. And again, register through Radnor Parks and Recreation webpage. Ongoing business, municipal energy and conservation.
Sorry there, Dan, before
Yeah.
you, little ongoing business. I'd like to introduce President of the Board of Commissioners. This is Jim Riley.
Oh.
We're going to be tag teaming you, or maybe double teaming you. And so,
Okay.
Jim.
Hi.
Hi, Jim. So I may see you at the February meeting, or is that what you all mean?
Tag teaming, I don't know, we haven't worked it out yet.
Okay.
So,
All right,
okay.
or double coverage.
Yep.
That's great. Okay. Municipal energy and conservation and electrification. As everyone knows, Radnor Township is one of those local townships who have taken efforts to conserve energy by improving energy usage systems, both lighting and HVAC, and insulation in their municipal buildings, and also to electrify some of the fossil fuel burning utilities. So they are installing photovoltaic cells on the roof of this building and also the Public Works building. The township's fleet of cars have gradually being electrified, the police department particularly, with F-150 Lightnings, special service vehicles. And there are 2 charging stations at this site. And they are avoiding the use of 143 gallons of gasoline, these charging stations, for their EVs in the past 3 months. So cheers to them. This is great. Radnor electric vehicle purchases, there were 2 set for last year, a Ford Explorer hybrid for the detective unit and another Ford Explorer hybrid for the patrol unit. For 2028, there's plans to purchase a Ford Explorer hybrid and also another Ford Explorer hybrid for the K-9 unit.
Dan, I have a quick question. Do we publish data on that, like the ongoing metrics around the saving on gas for the public's awareness as we're purchasing these vehicles?
Well, when it comes to avoiding consuming gas,
Right.
we have the stats right here.
Do we provide?
And do we publicize
Yeah, do we
that?
provide this on our website or?
Only through the minutes of this meeting,
Okay.
maybe the police department or,
I was thinking maybe like end of year, we have a
it
tally
would be
that we
kind of
can
nice.
share.
yeah, to add up all those 3-month
Yeah.
periods
That'd be helpful.
and show that. That's a good idea. Are you aware of anything like that, Kathy, where they would tally up the?
I am not, but it's a great idea that'll pass along. It's a really good idea.
Okay. I think 2025, is that the first full year that we've had more than one electric vehicle? So it'd be worth getting numbers for that year. Radnor Township Public Work solar panel installation, it's going to be put off until kinder weather, but they are going to be ordering materials for upgrading the roof and panel installation. There's no update for LED design and upgrades for the township buildings, and also for LED streetlight installation, no updates, other than the township will be credited for the last several months for less electricity use for their streetlights for the past several months. Now, the Radnor Township building benchmarking is basically getting information on these buildings, township buildings, and eventually large buildings in the township that are privately owned, that to see just how their energy usage compares to buildings of similar size and use. And this would then alert the owner of the building whether they should apply for energy conservation upgrades of some kind. So that's an ongoing process with the Delaware Valley Regional Planning Commission, as well as the Green Building United group. It's an advocacy organization. that works with DVRPC on sustainability initiatives. So we'll watch this space. It'll be interesting to see the benefits that come out of this. Public education, Radnor.
Dan, before you
Yeah.
move on, I did follow up with Steve Norsini.
Good. Sorry.
So, about charging
Yeah.
stations for
Yeah.
the community.
Yes.
And he said that there was, at this time, there's no consideration.
Okay.
I tried to get him to give me more information. He said, no, they weren't planning it, that they got a grant to do what they did here.
Yeah.
And I asked him how much it would cost, and he had no idea. He said you have to get the unit, but the other issue is that you have to have the power
Right.
to run the charging station. So,
Yeah. And that's negotiation with PICO.
but I was disappointed that, that whereas most places at least have one area where people can go and charge their cars, that we have 0 places.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a question about the street lights. I had noticed in TE Township, like Tredyffin, I think, Township, where in quiet streets, they have motion sensor lights. Is that something we can recommend, if they are already in the process of installing new lights?
Yeah, it'd be worth asking Steve if there are motion-activated streetlights. That's streetlights you're specifically.
Yes, so the energy consumption will be low.
Okay. Anjana, do you want to email Steve? I'll give you his email address.
Sure.
Steve Norsini. Okay. Okay, public education, Radnor EAC series. I encourage the public to look at our township website and our EAC website specifically for ads for upcoming lectures. We are moving slowly our EAC lectures to a new venue, which will be the Radnor Memorial Library right here in Wayne. And our first presentation, first lecture for 2026 is by Steve Schreiner tonight at 7 o'clock in this room. He will be talking about Schreiner Tree Care, beech tree leaf disease. This is something that I really wasn't aware of, so it's going to be quite interesting to me. Also, John Jackson will be speaking at Radnor Memorial Library, the Windsor Room, on January 27th at 6 p.m. He's from Stroud Water Research, and he'll be talking about the contamination of our groundwater and streams by road salt. So this is a growing awareness and urgency being made across the country. Townships are reporting salty water, particularly after a road salt application occurs in the winter. I think, Melissa, you're going to talk more in your conversation with Department of Public Health on that subject. Yep, the Board of Health.
They gave us some input so far, but we need to review it.
Well, that email was quite striking. I'd like you to summarize it. Thank you. Mike Wheelbacher, our very resourceful and wide-ranging expert on environmental issues, will be speaking April 28th at the Radnor Memorial Library about bees, the buzz about bees, pollinators in peril, again at the Windsor Room. And we're also going to be planning a series of events at Radnor Memorial Library. Bess, do you have any?
Dan, can we talk about the process for these lectures and the Windsor Room?
Sure.
I don't know if you want to finish that, I just want to make sure we get it in.
No, go ahead.
Because we want to have a process, and I met with Pam Sador.
Mhm.
She is the program coordinator for the library.
Mhm.
And the way we decided, rather than having one-off people calling her, that if somebody has a lecture and we want to check the date, to contact, send me an
Yes.
email. I'll work with Pam to secure the date,
Right.
and then we'll work on the process of getting her the information that she needs. So I'm wondering, this April 28th date, has that been confirmed? Because I didn't know about that one. The one with Mike Willebacher?
Well, to be honest, it was always assumed to be here, and I had cleared that date with Peggy Hagan months ago.
So it's going to be.
But now I would prefer it be at Radnor Memorial
So I
Library.
need to follow up with Pam on
Yes,
that date?
yes.
Okay.
Please.
So I'll have to see if the room is even available.
That's right.
And then I noticed there's another one down here too, I guess February 24th or 25th?
Yes, that.
Schiff?
For Schiff. Yes, that just, again, this is an email that finally we got a response to just this week. So I'm
Okay,
asking you.
so just so we're clear then, you'll contact, whoever has it will contact me, I'll clear the date.
Yeah,
Then we have to get the artwork, and Bess, are you the one that's gonna be doing the graphics on these, or, I know you have so far,
I can, yes,
okay.
yes.
Because I think she mentioned that she likes Canva, but I don't know whether you can use Canva or not.
We can coordinate, and,
Okay.
yeah, that's fine.
So then we get the information to her. She then will put it on the Delco LibCal calendar, which is a calendar for the 30 Delco libraries. And they post all events, and she said people go to that on a regular basis.
okay.
She'll then also put it on Patch, and that usually goes between a week and 10 days prior to the event, and that goes out to thousands.
Just Radnor Patch, or does she pay for broader distribution?
I think Radnor Patch, or what, I mean, she
'Cause,
doesn't have to pay.
Right, that means it's Radnor Patch, that's free.
Right.
To go to neighboring municipalities, you got to pay a few dollars as well.
She then has a blog that she, sends out to around 100 people. There's an e-newsletter that will go out Sunday evening prior to the event. They also will post it on Instagram, Facebook, and then there is a calendar, a monthly calendar that lists all of the events that take place. And it's a paper calendar, Dan. And
Yes,
It
okay.
will go on that as
All
well.
right.
So, and then I have some examples. I can just give this to Beth. These are some examples of some of the other ones.
That's wonderful. Yeah, thank you for doing this. I wasn't aware.
So here's the issue that we have. With the events so far, well, they have had C-SPAN come in, and C-SPAN brings all of the television equipment and does everything. But the other programs that they've done are in person and are not recorded. They don't have the audio-visual capability.
Right,
But if we want to do it, and we can bring whatever we need to,
yes,
and if we want to handle the registration, they don't do registration. So we just need to clear that up.
right.
Because we took it out, but now I told her to put it back in. So this one, there's a lot of confusion with the one for next week.
Right.
That we want to avoid moving forward.
Okay. So, first of all, they have a very extensive advertising coverage. And I think, though I think we're not obligated, but it'd be good to still advertise through the Radnor Township EAC
Absolutely.
webpage.
I think we should advertise as much as we can
Okay.
through all of our sites, but they'll just complement it because we are in fact partnering with them on this. And that's why when we'll have the Radnor Memorial logo will have to be on the, what the.
On the
slide-
ad.
Yes, exactly.
Right. Right, so the order in terms of getting a ad prepared would be, well, it could all fall on you, Carol.
Well,
You would ask the presenter for a bio and short description of
No,
their
not
topic.
necessarily. Whoever the point person is with the presenter. The first thing we have to
Okay.
do is I
All
have
right.
to get the date on the calendar.
Right,
With Pam.
yep,
Then if, Best or whoever, Angina, are working with a speaker, they can work out that.
okay.
If Best creates the
That's
graphics,
what we're doing
then
now.
she can give it
Okay.
to me and I can send it to Pam.
So,
Okay,
and then,
So
yeah, go ahead.
basically, I'll be the point person, and this, I think will avoid some of the confusion with getting calls from different people. We'll just have it more streamlined. Like Angina wants to do a program, so I'm going to work with her on figuring out a date. We'll get the date, and then she can do,
right. And Ian needs to be included in when the ad is finalized, along with Pam.
yeah, we'll have to clear it on our end. Once we're good and
Yeah.
everybody here, then we give it to Pam.
And Ian,
And, yeah, well, yeah, but that's what I mean.
okay. All right,
But, and it sounds like, Carol, that it's the audio-visual that may be, so we're going to have to provide some of that. for
right, we
these.
could talk offline
Yeah, that's
about
fine.
that. and-
I just wanted to also give an update on Kreuzberg and their availability, the Kreuzberg Center.
Uh-huh,
They can offer one free availability in the spring. So
right.
if RML is unavailable in the spring for one
Yeah.
of these lectures, perhaps we can move it to,
Yeah, I've got you down for talking
Kreuzberg.
about that at the end here.
oh, at the end, okay.
So if we could wait.
So just to conclude on this, I will confirm whether or not April 28th is available, and I will check for shift on the 24th or the 25th.
Of February, yeah,
Exactly. And-
yep. Okay, good,
and
thank you,
Who
Carol.
is the point person on the shift? You, Dan,
Yes,
as well as the other one?
as well as 428, yeah, that's Mike Wilbacher. The buzz about bees.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Melissa, okay, you talk about Kreuzberg.
Yeah. So, because usually there is a cost to having a lecture at Kreuzberg,
Mhm.
but they're willing to allow us to have one in the spring for free, which is very nice.
Okay,
And it's a capacity of 50 is their largest room, and they do have the audio-visual capabilities, live streaming capabilities. They confirmed that.
and they do have live stream capability. Okay, that is nice. Do you know what their fee would be for subsequent meetings at their?
My understanding is they charge per attendee usually for these types of lectures, and I think it was $20 to $30 per person. It's normally,
Oh.
so it gets pretty expensive.
Okay,
Have you
Okay.
been to have you been to?
I
the-
have. I
The
have.
only downside to using them, is that it's, at night, it's really dark.
Yeah, there's not much lighting up there.
And it's kind
The
of creepy
driveway.
going all around. And the reason we were switching to the library is we were thinking it was more user-friendly.
100%, I would say
And
library,
I'm
but,
thinking of driving up to that center in the dark.
Yeah, yeah.
but it's in case the library, let's say,
Yeah,
is
I
not
know.
like
It's a
April
good option.
28th, yeah.
It would be a great option, but it is a little,
Well, for the
Intimi-
summertime, it'd be, it's
if it's
maybe,
light.
yeah, and usually it stays light until 9 o'clock, so. All right, well, we should, if we're productive enough to get a presentation for May, let's consider Kreuzberg, and they can check us out, and we check them out, and go from there. All right, so, great, thank you. Okay. Okay, Bess, you had come up with several presentations and presenters.
I don't have too many updates. Just April 18th, we have reserved the Windsor Room for Eva's workshop with children,
Good.
planting seedlings and sprouts. And I'm still working on getting information from the Radnor Conservancy and the Community Garden Club. We're still working that out.
Okay,
And Pam did agree that the children's library is coordinated through, the way you're doing it is, she does adults.
Right.
The person you're working with
Carrie
does children,
Sturgill,
so
yeah.
we're all cool there.
Great.
all right. Thank you. And no updates about Eva Monheim? Yeah, the adult talk.
Not at this time, but we
Okay.
can shoot for whether it's May or,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. There were a series of topics that I think the council settled on for Eva to talk about.
Okay.
Selecting shrubs for 4 seasons of interest, assisted plant migration, and shrubs for birds, bees, and wildlife.
Okay.
So a lot of good horticultural subjects. Anything else? Sarah Cooper or Larry Weiner?
Not at this time,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Radnor Community Newsletter, I just got it in the mail this week, and there are 2 full-page articles on smart salting. Bess prepared this 1-page article. It's a build-up from our earth-friendly tip that we have on our website. So it's a guide for applying de-icers to your sidewalks and driveways. So thank you, Bess, for that. Sven and Bess, do you have an update on compiling these earth-friendly tips for the spring community newsletter?
Yes, so for the spring edition, I sent an article to Bess about the mosquito bucket challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Bess, you got that. Do you think we need to ask for the copyright from the Homegrown National Park organization where I got the inspiration for the article?
Yeah, I think, well, we can definitely cite the source, and so we will pull information from there and then maybe others, so I think it should be fine.
Okay, so you, before the next meeting, you'll update us on the status of that.
Right,
That's great, for the spring issue.
right. And we'll also do the mulch volcanoes as well as like plant this, not that kind of graphic.
Okay, mulch volcanoes, okay. Great. It's hard to think of mosquitoes, but in the middle of, as summer progresses, we'll be thinking a lot about them. So it'll be very topical then. Radnor patch, yes, I have advertised both the January 21st Steve Schreiner talk tonight and also John Jackson's talk on salt contamination that's held on January 27th. And also will be the Bees in Peril. I'll advertise that also on Radnor Patch. Stroud Water Research Center, they conducted a sampling of the streams in southeastern Pennsylvania in October. Bess and I participated in that and got measurements of conductivity and chloride in our streams, and unfortunately showed that both analytes were quite high, especially close to the Blue Root. And the best interpretation is that this is due to road salt that has for years and years been accumulating on the ground and in the groundwater and is slowly leaching into our streams and into our water supply. So, as I've said, there is a John Jackson's talk on January 27th at the library will address this this issue. Now, Melissa, you talked to the Radnor Board of Health. What did you learn?
So they're right now still researching, and they've provided some initial thinking on the subject. But I think we're going to dive a little bit deeper in on the links they've sent over to us. And I would like to hear from Maggie, one of our commissioners who chairs the or is the liaison with the Board of Health, who's also a pediatrician, and get some of her feedback there as well. So I want to hold off on sharing anything yet and circle back when we have, I think, more details in this matter, if that's okay.
I'm very tempted to get a conductivity meter and chloride dipsticks for my tap water.
Yeah, maybe we start doing that.
And present that, and maybe all of us should do that,
Yeah.
to share a conductivity meter between the 7 of us and present
And actually
these
see,
data.
right, and actually see what's in the drinking water versus the stream. Yeah, we
just
definitely should
coming
start
straight
there.
out of our tap in our
Sure.
kitchens. I think would be very compelling, especially with the findings that Lee Ocker from Department of Health sent you, that an increase in drinking water of sodium chloride by 100 milligrams per liter is associated with 4.5 millimeter mercury increase in systolic blood pressure. That's not a trivial increase in blood pressure. This is something that needs public attention, I think.
Can you filter it out with water filters?
With reverse osmosis. Sven, are you, anyone else here a biochemist, or Sven, you would say reverse?
I'm a biochemist.
Okay, reverse osmosis for removing salt from tap water? Is that the only way you can think of, other than distilling it?
Reverse osmosis. So that's used in the Middle East to produce sweet water. I would say we need a lot of electricity to do that. So what was the idea again?
Well, it's to desalinate our tap water to save sodium chloride levels. Now, you do desalination plants I guess in Israel, they do just,
Yeah, they
Dry-
use that technique, but I think for your household, you can of course just add a carbon filter or a filter to your tap.
Yeah.
You screw it on top of your water outlet in your kitchen or so. That actually also works quite well.
you're talking about ion exchange or an
I don't
actual
know what the
filter?
technology is. It's I had this at home. It's something like a silver little thing that you
Okay.
screw just on the outlet of your tap.
I'd like to action you to find more details on that, please.
And
Okay.
maybe we can, to your point, Dan, just start to measure what's actually in drinking water of Radnor. I'm sure there's data on this. People are overseeing our drinking water, so,
Well, it's not probably widely shared, to be honest.
okay.
Aqua PA shares PFAS levels because they're told to
Okay,
share those
okay.
levels. So if you can find it, that'd be
Okay,
wonderful.
I'll take that as an action.
Okay, thank you.
Before we get,
Yeah,
further in the rabbit hole.
Yeah, shortcut, check with our health department and our board, because they did have all the records
Okay.
about the water that's in the tap water that we're
Right.
getting.
Right.
Great, we'll do that. I can take the action for that, that's fine.
Okay. Yes, I know. Have a very busy meeting. Okay. So outside of the meeting, Melissa and Bess and I are going to schedule our sampling of the township streams for next week for the winter salt week. Okay, our spring giveaway, where we give away perennial plants or plant plugs. We were talking online about a date. We're tending towards May. And Mother's Day, I think, is in the middle of the month on that Sunday. So I was thinking of avoiding that weekend. And I was thinking of May 2nd because it's close to the April date that we have done in the past and gives people time to get the plants into the ground. Though I heard some alternatives. What do you think, guys? Okay. No detractors from May 2nd? We'll go with May 2nd. All right. Thank you. Garden Nature Club at local elementary schools, any update there?
No, not really, no.
Okay.
Thank you.
Gas leaf blower ban, I just got a wonderful email from Kathy Agnew that the Board of Commissioners would like to hear our proposal for a phase-in ban of gas leaf blowers. That will be either February 9th or
Well,
23rd.
It's going to be at the February 23rd
23rd.
Board of Commissioners meeting. We'd
Yep.
like to give you we'd like you to give us about a 15-minute educational presentation
Right,
about the pros and the cons of a gas leaf blower phase-out.
right.
After that, schedule your dates. There'll be 2 town halls for residents and businesses. The town halls will be April 7th and April 23rd in this room.
Mm-hmm.
After listening to all the interested parties, both residents and businesses, if we decide to go forward, we will have a ordinance crafted by our township solicitor, and it would be introduced at the BOC meeting, Board of Commissioners meeting on May 11th, and then up for a vote in the ordinance on June 15th. That's the tentative schedule.
Okay. All right, thank you, Kathy.
Sure.
So that's great news. And right now, the board is not asking for a working group of the EAC to,
There will
Get-
be no working group.
okay, thank you. It's a relief. Um, All right, Sven, very quickly, you sent us an email, and I live right near Eagle Road, about the removal of very large trees in that area. What was the outcome of your conversation?
So the outcome was that the background is that on Eagle Road, in the area of the construction of the retirement home, or on this a piece of land, they cut down the forest that is there between Cabrini University and the Valley Forge Military Academy.
Mm-hmm.
And I counted about 60 large trees that were removed, apparently to build a parking lot. So that's number one. And then there was another tree removal on the other side of Eagle Road, behind the farmers' markets in Radnor, where it's called Strafford Office Complex is. And they removed, I think, 5 or 6 large trees there. And then I wondered what obligation is there to replant trees? So the answer from the Shade Tree Commission was, if you don't remove, or if you remove less than 50% of the trees on your grounds, there is no obligation to replant trees. So although I think the tree had a diameter of more than 30 inches, but of course we can't prove that because now the trees are gone. And the other one is on this Eagle Road retirement home construction. I believe, and that definitely needs to be the case, that they have an obligation to replant trees. I would need to follow up to see what was in the approval of this project, to see how many trees they need to replant and where would they do that. Because the frustration is, of course, we make so much effort to keep the tree canopy alive, and then we have projects that just take, let's say, 60, 70 trees out, adult trees, from the township.
Yeah.
Well, he also wants to know about the development agreement. So let's just cut to the chase on that. I forwarded your questions to our engineer, Steve Norsini, as well as Commissioner Larkin, since that is his ward. One of them will get back to you with the answers on that.
Okay.
Good. And
Okay.
I can report back then, next meeting we have, what the situation is.
Okay.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Sven. Yes, I know. Okay. I just
Just to
draw
make that
peop-
really fast, too, there is someone from the Shade Tree Commission here.
I'm Kristen Scott, so I can look into it and just get you all what you need on the two that you just brought up. And I'll also just give you a quick primer on the clearing percent and what that means under and over 50. Okay?
Okay. Would like to talk to you after the meeting, get who you are, and, okay, all right. All right. Lastly, I just want you to all to be aware there is a county and Philadelphia efforts to curb burning of trash at what was the Covanta incinerator in Chester City. As people know, this is the biggest incinerator in the country, and it is, despite all the scrubbers, it is still a very polluting site. So we're going to watch that space and hopefully get some progress there. The budget for 2026 has been approved. We have $6,500 awarded to the EAC. Okay. Any public comment? Okay. So it's adjourned. Thank you. And now we're going to have our EAC lecture by Steve Schreiner of Schreiner Tree Care on the subject of beech leaf disease. Our council will get out of our high horse here and join the audience. And he Steve will be introduced by Carol Jane.